Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Divya Singhi Social Lab. So class 8 students, we are going to start reshaping India's political map part 2 today, in which we are going to understand about the Vijayanagara Empire. In the previous session, we discussed about the Delhi Sultanate, and in today's session, we are going to discuss about the Vijayanagara Empire. Okay, so let's start our class, and I'm sharing my screen now. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. It's visible, right? Let's start. So students, as I just now told, we are starting reshaping India's political map part 2, in which we are going to discuss about the Vijayanagara Empire. Okay, let's start. So students, now let's start how Vijayanagara Empire was founded. So students, there were two brothers, okay, Harihara and Bukka. They used to serve as governor under the Delhi Sultanate under Muhammad bin Tughlaq's army. Okay, what they both done, they rejected Delhi's authority and they decided to establish their own independent kingdom in the southern part of India in the 14th century. Okay, so students, so once they were both in Hampi, so they actually came across a very remarkable sight. Okay, they saw like a hare turning around and chasing a pack of hounds. Okay, a hare turning around and chasing a pack of hounds. So for them, it was a symbol of courage. So the same incident they narrated to their guru. Okay, and the guru also told, yeah, yes, it's a symbol of bravery. And the guru told, at that site only you should keep your capital. So that's how Hampi was founded as capital of Vijayanagara. Okay, so I hope I'm clear with the first slide. I hope I'm clear to all the students with the first slide. Let's go to the second slide. So students, now if I speak about the rivals of the Vijayanagara kingdom, so the Bahmani Sultanate, okay, which was in the northern part, they were the major rivals for Vijayanagara kingdom, and it was also fragmented into 5 Deccan sultanates. Okay, so I would like to tell you the name of 5 Deccan sultanate: Berar, Ahmednagar, Bidar, Bijapur, and Golconda. Okay, they were the major Bahmani split, we can say. So among them, student Bijapur and Golconda especially, that clashed more with Vijayanagara Empire. Okay, so students, now these were the just now which I discussed, the 5 Deccan Sultanate, they were the rivals in the north. The next were the Gajapati kings. They were the rivals of Vijayanagara kingdom again. They were Gajapatis were the rulers of Odisha. So students, here you can see Pati. Pati, here that time Pati was the meaning of word Pati was lord or masters. So that time the kings were symbolized by Patis. Like Gajapatis were the ruler of Odisha. The Vijayanagara rulers were called Narapati. Okay, so like that is the example. So now students, you can see here one map also where you can see the Vijayanagara Empire, and you also can see the 5 Deccan Sultanate rivals like Ahmednagar, Berar, Golconda, Bidar, Bijapur. So who used to clash more with Vijayanagara Empire? The Bijapur and Golconda. Next, students, you all might be aware about the King Krishna Devaraya, right? You all might have heard his name. Okay, so students, he came to power in the year 1509, and he actually protected the kingdom, the southern kingdom, from the Deccan forces, and he was also winning over so many forces because students, during his time, the army, he made sure that army should become strong. Even the culture, tradition, all he was very much focused upon. Okay, so students, now he had if I speak about his contribution, he patronized Sanskrit, Telugu, and Kannada. He even authored the Telugu epic. Among you can see here the name, students, I hope it is visible. It is Amukta Malayada. Okay, including a section on royal governance, Rajniti. Okay, and he even granted endowments. Endowment, students, basically means when we give religious donations. So he even granted endowments to Tirupati temple, okay, in Andhra Pradesh, and Vithala temple in Hampi. Students, you can see the picture at the top, the Vithala temple. You can see the picture, okay. And students, when Krishna Devaraya was there, he built grand temples, palaces, and civic structures in the capital, Vijayanagara. Okay, I hope it is clear. And students, when any Portuguese traveler used to visit Vijayanagara, why the travelers were coming? They used to come to sell horses. Okay, they used to come to sell horses. So, and Krishna Devaraya used to make sure that the horses should be sell. That means the traveler should come there only and sell the horses, because he never wanted that the precious horses should go to any other kingdom. So that is why many Portuguese travelers used to visit Vijayanagara kingdom. Okay, so one example they have given about Domingo Pace. Okay, and when Domingo Pace used to visit Vijayanagara, he used to always feel that he used to like the place so much that he used to compare it with Rome. Okay, he used to compare it with Rome. Now, little more glimpse, students, upon what architecture was there during that time, literature and arts and trade. Let's discuss in detail first about architecture. Students, during the time of Krishna Devaraya, he built Virupaksha temple. Okay, Vithala temple. As I told, he built many grand palaces and even elephant stables. Okay, and that time, in order to make sure that the agriculture should flourish, elaborate irrigation channels and tanks were also built. Now, if I speak about literature and art, I just now told you all in the previous slide only. He patronaged in Sanskrit, Telugu, and Kannada, and his epic poem was Amukta Malayada, very famous. And he also built vibrant temple sculpture, like students you can see here. Like if you see the temples during that time, there used to be stone carvings. Students, you can see the example here in the picture down. Okay, can you see the carvings? So that how used to be the literature and art, especially the art that time. Okay, and if I speak about trade and economy, I just now discussed about the Portuguese travelers and traders who used to visit, okay, Vijayanagara to sell horses. Okay, and they used to compare Vijayanagara with Rome. I hope it is clear to all of you. So that is about architecture, literature and arts and trade and economy of the Vijayanagara Empire. Now what happened next? Students, now how the empire started falling, I'll tell you. First of all, student, in 1529, Krishna Devaraya died because of the illness. Okay, that time what happened? The major rivals were. I just try to remember who I told the major rivals. The Deccan Sultanate. So what they done? They all did collision. Collision means they all became together and they all came together in order to defeat the Vijayanagara Empire. That time, after the death of Krishna Devaraya, the Vijayanagara Empire was led by Ramaraya. Okay, and the forces came to defeat Ramaraya. Okay, and that battle was called Battle of Talikota. Okay, and finally Ramaraya and the forces and the Vijayanagara Empire was defeated by the Delhi Sultanate. Okay, so that time, students, once the empire was defeated, the aftermath was like how it was seen after the defeat, the Vijayanagara Empire. The houses, shop, building, palaces, and most of the temples were destroyed that time. Okay, and much of the civilian population was killed, and that time, the Vijayanagara Empire got broken into smaller regions and it was ruled by Naikas. Okay, it was ruled by Naikas. So, student, that was the aftermath of the Vijayanagara Empire. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you. There is no doubt. Okay, so student, this was all about Vijayanagara Empire we discussed today. I hope there is no doubt. Okay, so students, I would like to tell very important thing to you. Students, in case if you get any doubt during the session, what you have to do is you have to write your doubt in the comment section. Okay, and after the completion of the chapter, I'll take those topics which are there in the comment section and I will re-explain that. Okay, so it will be really helpful for you. Okay, so just do that when you see the video. After seeing the video, whatever doubt you get, you write in the comment section, and after that I will be explaining that particular topic again in which you have doubt. So I hope it is clear. So thank you all students. Okay. And I would like to tell you very important thing. Stay tuned and stay connected. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, Divya Singhi Social Lab. Okay. Thank you so much students. See you all in the next class.